Christ's head, the hair on his head and the hair on his face was white like wool. You know what wool is, young sister? You said like Lalana, right? Sheep, correct? What people have sheep-like hair? What people have the texture of hair of a sheep, right? Is sheep hair thick? Oh shit. Sheep hair is thick, right? What people have thick hair like that? Tell me. What people? Huh, mama? Mama. Judah. What people have hair like sheep? Who? See. So read it again.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So Christ had white woolly hair, thick hair, right? Come on, read.
As white as snow.
So just like the image here, it was white like snow. Blanco, his hair, was white like snow, thick and curly. Read.
And his feet.
And his feet, right? You see your feet? Your feet look like the rest of your body, correct? It looks like the rest of your body. It's not blue or green. It's a brown. Read.
Like unto fine brass.
What color is bronze? What color is brown? Bronze. Brown, right? So when you look down at Christ's feet, his feet was brown. Do you get a Caucasian image out of that? Do you get this image here? Look. Do you get this image here? Is that brown? Follow me, bro. Follow me. I'm over here. Did the Bible say he looked like that? No. Read that again.
His feet like unto fine brass.
Christ's feet was like brass, brown. Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
As if they burned in a furnace. Christ was black, just like me and you, okay? Christ was black.
Hey, shalom, shalom. So again, what the officer was going over was the depiction, the true depiction of Christ, right? So a lot of times we're deceived by our own vain opinions. Give me that in Ephesians 4:17. We're deceived by our own vain opinions of what we think or what we assume to know when it comes to this Bible. We think that it's written by a so-called white man when it's talking about our forefathers who are black, right? Give me that. What you got?
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 17. And this I say, therefore, and testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as others Gentiles, in the vanity of their minds.
So we walk as Gentiles in the vanity of our minds. Why? Because we don't know what applies to us. We don't know who we are, and we don't know what our culture, our nationality, and heritage is. We are separated from that, right? Why are we separated from that? Give me Lamentation 4:17. We're separated from that because why? We broke the commandments of the Most High God. And so breaking the commandments of the Most High God, we're destroyed to this day, right? But let's find out. Let's Jeremiah 4:17, my bad. Let's find out something. Hey, how you doing, sis? You see yourself on the sign right here?
Yeah, she didn't know what they don't know their race before they were Mexican, Hispanic. They didn't know what they was before.
Okay. So you guys are Hispanic, right? Okay. So that says you're from. This is what they call us in America, right? And this is what we're called biblically, right? You guys believe in the Bible?
Yeah.
You believe in the Bible? Okay, that's good to hear. That's good to hear, right? So you would be from the tribe of Issachar, right? From the nation of Israel, all right? Now, I want you guys to step over here. Step right over here. Come over here, right here. Who are these people right here? You got your...
So he's trying to show you who you are according to the Bible. What's your name, sis? Emily. What's your name, young man? Ernesta. He speaks Spanish?
Yeah.
He don't speak no English?
Well, we speak both.
You see? Okay, I hear you. So, look, right here, this is the history, right? This is the history of the so-called Hispanics and Native Americans, right? What happened to our people? Wasn't this our land before? Right? But what happened? The conquistadors came and took over, right? Let's show you in the Bible why that happened, right? Real quick. Give me Lamentations 5:1, right? Because right now we dealing with who you are according to the Bible. I got to show you who you are, right? And how we must live, right? What's our true culture? When you look at this sign right here, you see some things like our dress code right there, right? We're going to go over a couple. Mexican? Yeah. So wasn't this your land before the conquistadors came, right? So the Bible records this happening, right? Read.
What verse?
5:1.
This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 5,
verse 1.
Right now, we're going to go over a few things that happened to us. And I want you to identify as what happened to our people, right, Reed?
Remember, O Lord, what is come upon us.
So remember, God, our people is praying to the Lord and said, remember what happened to us, right? According to the Bible, this thing was prophesied what happened to our people. You see what happened right here? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? That's a bad thing. The Bible says that bad thing is a curse. We're going to deal with that. Read.
Consider and behold our reproach.
It's talking about the curse. When we read Deuteronomy 28, verse 15, we're going to get it after this, okay? Read.
Our inheritance is turned to strangers.
What is an inheritance? An inheritance is something that your father passed down to you, right? For example, this land is an inheritance. For example, if your dad owns a house or he owns land, say he has 20 acres, but when he dies in his will, he's giving the inheritance to you. You understand that? Now it's your land. You understand? Right? So our inheritance was what?
Is turned to strangers.
Our inheritance was turned to strangers. Is the Bible a true book? Ma'am, Mary, right? The Bible's a true book? You believe in the Bible now? The Bible's real. The Bible is real. Read.
Our houses to aliens.
Our houses is to aliens. God says that these people are aliens, according to us. You understand? But what do they do to us? They say we're illegal aliens or immigrants, correct? So God is saying the total opposite. They're the aliens. They did this to our people. They're the aliens. This land don't belong to them. You understand? They took it illegally and then try to say we're here illegally. That is evil, right? Read.
We are orphans and fatherless.
What happens with ICE? Let's say your father got here, he was illegal, right? He didn't get his papers yet. He didn't get a visa and none of these things, right? It's too expensive. You need like $15,000 to do this, right? So he's working his butt off, getting low wages, and he's working hard just to make sure you guys have a better lifestyle, right? Because what's going on in Mexico right now? They still live off the Old Testament where it says eye for an eye, foot for a foot, right? They killing each other out there, right? It's police is out there fighting cartel. The police is pretty much cartel too. We can't trust them, right? So yeah, your family wants to come to a place where they think is better, right? Which is their land in the first place. But due to ICE, which is immigration, right? They separate the father, they separate the mother, and they separate the children. Read that again. What happens to the children? Read.
We are orphans.
We are what?
Orphans.
We are what?
Orphans.
You know what I seen? I seen how ICE treat our kids, right? They put them in these little cages, these little foil mats to lay on, right? The mats are made out of foil and they're laying on ground harder than this sidewalk right here. You understand? They're laying on the ground and they're getting fed like porridge, like slave food. You understand? That's what's happening today in 2025. So our people are what?
We are orphans.
That's what's happening to our people, Mary. Look, but you believe in the Bible now, right? So read that flyer, Mary, and give us a call. Any questions that you may have that you may not understand, we can answer any question because the Bible answers all things. You understand? Okay, read.
We are orphans and fatherless. Our mothers are as widows.
Because what happens, they take the father, and sometimes they even kill the father. So now the mother is a widow now, right? Read.
We have drunken our water for money.
Guess what? The water in these natural habitats in the wilderness where the spring water is and stuff, we can't even go get our own water. We have to buy it because we don't own any water production companies, do we? No, we don't because they took it from us. Hey, my brethren, what's your name?
He didn't know none of this was in the Bible.
You didn't know that? So you've been listening, you hear this, right? What's your nationality? Black. You black, right? But hey, your shirt is black under your sweater, right? Your scooter is black. It don't look like your skin. Well, why are we saying we black? Is there a land called black? I want to show y'all so y'all can look too. Because Right now we're identifying who? Who's the Bible talking about right now? The 12 tribes of Israel. Now, right here is the people that oppressed us. They oppressed us and colonized us, right? Took our land, took everything from us, put us in slavery, taught us Spanish, taught us English, right? And this is what they call us. They change our names too. You understand? They call us American blacks, right? They call us West Indian blacks. They call us Mexican, right? Latinos, Hispanics, right? But according to God, that's not who we are. We are the 12 tribes of Israel.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word